Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Mai with Simply Bloom. So today I thought I would do a December garden tour, but I wanted to show you what the garden looks like now during winter time. And then once I'm done with the daytime tour, stay tuned. If you guys saw my my Christmas light garden tour that I showed you, you heard me say that our dog Jasper chewed up some of the extension cords. So now everything was lit up during my tour, and my good friend Megan from Peonies and Pinks Instagram sent me out some extension cords so I could finish the job. So we will be setting those up, plugging everything in, and then I will show you the nighttime tour as well, the updated nighttime tour. So let's get started. Okay, this is where I start every single tour, garden tour. It is in this teardrop here. I have a red splendor flowering crab here. It gets these beautiful colored flowers in the spring, and then it gets these beautiful red berries for the fall and winter. And these stay on the tree. They don't drop, they don't make messes. They will stay on the tree all winter or until the birds clean them up. And typically the birds love them. Moving on to the rock garden here. So I have this pile of rocks that I planted in with, I have some lamium, some creeping phlox, just a bunch of different filler plants and ground cover plants. And then surrounding the rock garden, I have such beautiful plants. There's some leftover tiger lilies there. I have some Itobartzella peonies. I have salvia, cat's pajamas nepeta. There's just a bunch of glorious plants. Now I realized, I have 3 David Austin roses. I realized that there's a lot of early spring, early summer plants here and not a whole lot of late summer, fall interest. So I need to work on that. And then also around the outside, I have 6 hydrangea standards. I have deadheaded them. I love when the blooms are left on, but we always get a heavy snowfall that will break the branches if I leave the blooms on. Across here, I have my garden. This is typically my cut flower garden. And then I have a cottage garden that I'm working on that goes right along the edge of the driveway. I have Bobo hydrangeas that I did not deadhead. And up until this year, my husband threatened to rip them out every year. And this is our 3rd year, and they exploded. And let me tell you, it pays to threaten your plants every once in a while. Every time I threaten my plants, they kick into gear. I have coral charm peony there. Some purple dome asters. I love those plants. Absolutely love them. I do want to start cutting back some plants, but this is good that you can see what they look like before they get cut back. Right here I have turtle head. I love those plants. So at the late summer, early fall, when all your summer plants are done blooming, but before your fall plants kick it in, turtle head plants are the things that are blooming, and they look so beautiful. More purple dome. As you can see, I have hydrangea standards lining 6 of them up the driveway on this side as well. And then right over here, ignore that for all my Christmas lights. This is a blue diamond blue spruce, and I absolutely love it at all times of year. Looks great spring, summer, fall, and winter. I love the icy blue color it brings in the fall, because that blue color looks so good up against the yellow, orange, and red fall leaves. But really, it looks great all year long. So coming right over here, I had this Autumn Blaze maple clump here. And what happened is we had planted an Autumn Blaze maple. It died. You can see the original trunk here. That died, and then it sent up all these suckers. Well, we decided to see what would happen and leave the suckers. And as you can see, the suckers are starting to fall down. So My husband wants to leave the rest of the suckers and see what will happen, but I think it's just going to continue to lose more and more. So we'll see. I would love to put maybe another red splendor, but I have all these shade plants planted right around here, and half the trunk fell. So all these plants here were in sun and they suffered. So I'm probably going to have to transplant most of those coming this spring. But I just have, I don't know, maybe a red splendor or a different flowering crab, something right there. And another rock garden here. Looks so pretty with the snow, but I sure miss the green. Coming right up next to the side of the house, I had a volunteer sunflower. There's an amber jubilee 9-bark, a limelight hydrangea standard. I have delphiniums planted in here. I did plant some hostas, lamium and ajuga right there. I have a barberry. I'm not sure what the variety is of the barberry. My husband planted that one before I met him. Coming off to this corner here, I have another hydrangea standard and some luminary ultraviolet phlox. All right, this lovely thing here is a weeping pussy willow. It was the very first thing that I planted for the 2024 garden season. And right behind it, I have there's a grouping of 3 mange lilacs surrounded by a bunch of perennials. We have some autumn joy sedum, more purple dome asters, the last 2 echinacea on my property. Not quite. I ripped out almost probably 90% of my echinacea this year because of that Astor's yellow disease. Right behind it, I have what is it? It is a summer charm lilac tree. I planted that one as well this year. I'm so excited. The spring's gonna be so pretty. Right back here, this is probably my favorite garden bed this last summer. I planted it last October and November. So it was the first year. I'm so excited to see how it goes and just matures. I have baby blue spruce. I love it because the top broke off and it's just kind of the sphere. I had a problem with milkweed, as you can see. That is a phantom hydrangea standard. I have more turtle heads right in here. Just a whole bunch of different stuff. I have a hardy hibiscus, evening rose hardy hibiscus. That was beautiful. So much. Goldstrom rudbeckia right here. Absolutely beautiful. I have the lemon meringue baptisia right around here. This is one of my favorite roses. It's Miracle on the Hudson rose. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm normally not a huge fan of red in the garden, but that red is beautiful, dark leaves, and it is a beast of a rose. So beautiful. It does great in my zone 3. Jote pieweed right there. Just very, very pretty. There's a vanilla strawberry hydrangea, and then behind there, climbing up, I'm trying to train it along the deck, is Above and Beyond rose. Not a whole lot to look at on this side, but there's a smoke bush right there. Quickfire hydrangea. Rounding the corner here, more quickfire hydrangeas. I skipped a whole bunch. There wasn't a whole lot to look at. There's still not a whole lot to look at. But right along here, it's the north side of our house. I have a beautiful shade garden here during the summertime. I meant to come back and cut back all these hostas this fall, just didn't get to it. Then rounding along the garage, I have just a bunch of another autumn joy sedum, another survivor of echinacea. I have clematis, peonies, and then the last side of the house here, I have a proudberry coralberry. You guys, it's been so cold here and it's just now starting to show signs on the leaves. Otherwise, it's just shining green and beautiful. I have Asiatic lilies in there, some phlox, Weigelia, and a massive hydrangea limelight standard. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that daytime tour. So I'm gonna add in some footage now that I filmed a couple days ago of me actually plugging in the extension cords that Megan got for me. I'll put that in. That was an interesting day. I was in survival mode, just trying to get through the day. So ignore how I look. Ignore how I look in those videos, but I will play that and then we will move on to the Christmas tour. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video and I will see you next time. Bye.